always wrote stories when I was younger. I told stories. And I wanted to bring those stories to life somehow. So the little doodles eventually developed into full life pieces, you know. My name is Valerie Gershman. I am an artist and also a craftsman. In grade 6, when I was 12, I got my first art book, which involved how to draw dragons. And that really inspired me because suddenly I realized you could do literally whatever you want. You could make dragons look however you want. So I started drawing from that book, and I got practice through that, and then I just started drawing more and more, coming up with my own ideas. I usually develop a story beforehand, or sometimes as I work, but other times I also leave it to whoever sees the work to make their own story. I think that's what gives it a lot of power and attraction, I guess, because the thing with fantasy is that you can say whatever you want, you can make up whatever you want. It lets your imagination go wild. What I try and do is I try and make the creatures that I create look as real as possible, like they can actually walk out of the page and come to life. So it can be all sorts of things. It can be just focusing on how light falls onto the creature, or how its anatomy, how its musculature looks like, or maybe its surroundings, its environment. There is a dragon known as Alduin, and he's the antagonist of the game Skyrim, and so I thought to myself, you know what, why don't I build this one? And the thing I'm most proud of in that costume is how I made the wings, which is basically attaching the finger bones of the wings to my own arm and using my fingers and my arm movements to make it look as if it's flapping. And I went into the masquerade for the very first time that year, and I ended up getting an honorable mention. The whole plan with my art and my props is to hopefully one day open up a studio. I've opened up a studio already, but an actual physical studio. Open one up and be able to use my passion to earn a living, and also just to make people happy and make people happy with what I make with my hands. Whatever comes to your head, put it on the page. Even if you think you don't have technique for it yet, just draw. Because technique comes with time and technique comes with practice. That's the key. I've always had moments where I'd look at my art and I'd say, I hate this. I don't like how this looks like. And it took me a while to realize that when I looked back on my work, the reason I hated it is because I got better. So moments of doubt, oh, definitely, I've had them. Oh, I've had them. But at the same time, I've had those moments of realization, where I'm getting better.